An arrest of a man accused of armed robbery, a stabbing, and leading police on a chase. The suspect was arrested after the chase ended when he crashed into a tree. Officers say 40-year-old Jonathan Ledger first tried to rob two people at a Taco Bell. Then, a short time later, officers say he stabbed a man in the neck with a box cutter at a gas station.
What the fuck that got to do with me?
Live from the French Quarter, this is Eyewitness News at 10.
Well, tonight, a disabled Houma man is breathing a sigh of relief now that his two alleged attackers are behind bars.
The man has seen an outpouring of support since he was beaten and tased last month. Monica Hernandez reports in the story that's all new at 10 o'clock.
This was the first one I got. It says, "Thoughts to cheer you."
Letters like this one with hundreds of dollars in gift cards have shown Kenny Mathern there's some goodness in the world. They started arriving after the Houma man, who is disabled, was viciously beaten, tased, and robbed near his home last month.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
From Louisiana's home team, this is Fox 8 News at 10 p.m.
Surveillance cameras across the city are catching more criminals in the act than ever.
One of the latest attacks was a bold armed robbery early last night in a busy part of the French Quarter just off Bourbon. Scott Satchfield has that.
Most people were walking around quite happily at that time of night. It was a little brazen, and yeah, it's a little surprising it was so early.
And it was all caught on camera as this white car stops in the 800 block of Dumaine Street at 9:20 last night. The armed robber gets out and runs toward an unsuspecting woman. He then grabs her purse while pointing a semi-automatic handgun at her face before jumping back into the waiting white car. Bob Sims with the French Quarter Management District's Security Task Force lives a couple blocks away.
And I know you ain't go out like that. Hell no. They ain't got me on tape. She said he did. Fired me on the spot.
Now to the story we just can't get enough of this morning. Imagine waking up from your plane ride and everyone's gone. No passengers, no crew, and what's worse, all of the lights are out and the cabin doors are locked. It sounds like a terrible nightmare, but for one man, it proved to be reality. And ABC's Rob Nelson has been following this story and joins us this morning. So many people wondering just how this could happen, Rob.
That's a great question. Good morning, Bianca. You may remember that film a few years ago with Tom Hanks, The Terminal, where Tom got lost in the airport. Well, for one Louisiana guy, that film really hits home right now. But in the real-life version of the story, that guy never even made it off the plane. It was because he was catching Z's. Wagner woke up in his seat near the back of the plane, freezing, all alone in a dark, empty cabin.
Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody else. La, la, la.
I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.